Hi, my name is Crystal Santos, and this is my Module 5 reflection. So I'm going to start with my first question, which is what experience impacted me the most. So last week, I was still working at my summer school placement at Lamore Elementary, and at the beginning of the summer school, all the students took a math and reading assessment, and throughout the whole summer school experience, I was the only math teacher, and then my mentor teacher would give me feedback during the lesson and after lessons. And so the experience that impacted me the most was at my summer school placement. After the whole 4 weeks, my students took the test again for math and ELA, but for math, and 41% of my students improved their scores or their grade level. So I also noticed that out of these 41 students that improved, 41% of these students that improved, all of my small group students improved. So in my own classroom, I want to implement small group because it really had a big impact on their scores for testing. So I think that's really important, and it was a good learning experience. I didn't really get to talk with my mentor teacher a lot about the score because she sent it over to me through text, and then she was out of the country, so I couldn't really talk to her any more about it. But I know 41% seems really low, so when I go back to Liberty, I want to see what else I could be doing to improve students' scores on things like that, because I don't know what my goal should be, and I don't know if that's like good or like bad. So I'm really glad that some students improved because this was a huge learning experience for me. And also, summer school is difficult because there was only the 4 weeks, and there was like a ton of math to cover, and I think I only got to chapter 3 or 4, and there was 13 chapters. So there's so much to cover in such a short amount of time. And also, what I learned from summer school is that lessons take a long time because sometimes students aren't getting it, so you have to reteach the next day or do small group or something else to make them understand. So it was just a huge learning experience, very positive learning experience, because I got practice with the rules and expectations for Liberty and how to run the classroom. I got immediate feedback when I was teaching, and then I got even to see the students' progress from my teaching. So still some questions about that, I guess. And then it was overall probably very positive experience in the summer school. And then my next question is, how has my mindset toolset changed from Module 5? So in Module 5, it talks a lot about how do biases influence our teaching practices. And one of the points that I really liked was from the YouTube video, Are Teachers Unintentionally Racist? And it states that we need to really advocate for all kids, and what we expect from of our students has a huge impact on the actual students. So teachers who believe in their students will do well. And overall, teachers' expectations are important. And that was what I took the most from this module. I also liked in Candace Summers' TED Talk, it talks about donor's choice, and it talks about how she got additional resources for her classroom, and I think that I could use that resource as well for me, because there's so much that I need to purchase for my classroom, and I just don't really know where to start. But if I do need additional stuff, I think I'm going to go on donor's choice. So I thought that was a really helpful resource for me as a teacher as well, just from that TED Talk. And what additional questions do I have is, so since I got that test score back, I am really kind of questioning, like, what else can I do more for the students? I mean, first of all, as a new teacher, it's kind of just all overwhelming. There's just so much to think about. But I really want to set a goal for my classroom next year. So, like, from where my students start and then to where my students end, I I want to have a goal for myself just so I can try to reach that goal and try to make sure that all my students are successful. And my question now is, what should my goal be for my students for their test scores? At Liberty, they all have to meet all the standards. So each student is expected to meet the guaranteed standards that we as teachers choose. So of course I have that goal of making sure every student meets those guaranteed standards, but additionally I just want to set a goal for like test scores like this. If they start out here, I want at least students to get here. So that's my next question, is what should my goal be? Okay, thank you.